Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yes, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. Pirouettes away from the defense. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Still on his feet at the 45. Kept it, and he's passed the mark. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the RPO, complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the short completion brings up 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Off play action. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Open runway ahead. The tag. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 30. Fast motion from the offense. Red pass hits complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He finds his man. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Makes the grab on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Complete downfield. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Pulls and fires complete. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Get it out on the screen. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. It's complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quick completion to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that time with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators are in the hurry up. To the air, it's Peppers. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here comes the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Power football with the run.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Oh, he makes the catch. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in his progression.
Now the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Ball in the air, intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! What a grab and go for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 2nd down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Peppers. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll put the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Zone people's eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had nowhere
to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Oh, what a move! Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Cabrera. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Looking for room. It's Cabrera. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He makes the connection. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Here comes the offense on second down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida!
And free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pocket starts to collapse. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Gators in the hurry up. To the air, it's Peppers. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On second down, he'll fire. They'll run the screen. Makes one man miss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Fires to the big fella. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. Tight end finds a soft spot. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Works the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first and 10 from the 13. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him downfield. Afterburners coming. Getting late here in the... Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Soft spot in the middle. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Coming after it. It's complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Just enough time to get off one more snap. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The give on the inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Gators want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Peppers. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Snags it over the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas, 42.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. Here's the give off the left side. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Gators headed quickly to the line. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Dropping back, it's Peppers. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. Bounced off his feet. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on second and short. Unloads quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Makes his man miss. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Second down after that incompletion. Wide receiver shows motion. Takes the handoff. It's Cabrera. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with going right back to the well? And this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout. Oh, look out, there he goes! He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida, 59. Texas, 56.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ramirez. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The offense set for a 1st down play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run play action. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 12 to Bowling Green. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Gators will hustle to the line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And the Gators are rolling down the field.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All over low on your side.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. To throw, it's Peppers. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He's right on target. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
67.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Makes the catch on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get...
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Wide out in motion. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now second down as they try to run this clock. Quick release on the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Back to pass, it's Peppers. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air. It's Peppers. He's got his man. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Running back goes in motion. Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That one comes out hot down the right side. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. They're trying to get to it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
He looks that one in nicely. The Gators get enough to move the chains. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw. It's Peppers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to the air one more time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gators are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he made the extra point without problem. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.